Hello everyone, welcome to Arrows Gaming. Um, I've just been playing with this lightning element with the Season 27 Shadow Impale build, and it's clears 90s really fast, so it's just a touch faster than using fire or cold in my opinion. If you run down the setup that I'm using real fast, getting my cube, I have Carly's Point because I'm equipping NGM for the 10-second cooldown every time you kill an elite pack. Pride's Fall for resource cost reduction. Elusive Ring just to mitigate some damage. And the Stone of Jordan, the lightning skills deal 20% more damage, so there's not very many rings that you can get a elemental damage roll on your ring. So Stone of Jordan is nice for that. Plus, the increased damage against elites by 26%. I think that goes up to 30% even. So that's really nice too. It's almost like having another legendary gem on your gear. I'm using an Obsidian Ring in the Zodiac to help with cooldown reduction since we're not running Dawn in the cube. That'll help keep my Vengeance up and it'll help keep my damage and damage mitigation up. Whereas Eshian Arm Guards for speed also has a lightning damage on it, and this squirts I found it's okay. Missing the crit hit chance, but it does have 20% lightning damage, so that helps. Other than that, I'm running the 6-piece Shadow Impale and Krelm's Belt for increased movement speed. So I'm just going to do a couple of 90s really quick, just to see this sort of standard setup for this. And then have some other gear I want to try that I haven't done yet. Thought it'd be a good time. Put it on video, see how it works. I guess we'll all find out together if it works or not. Kind of works, not better. Maybe it could be better. So I'm just sort of exploring what we can do with the lightning element on this build. You can see it's pretty fast. Not worried so much about the trash. Basically, really just looking to take down elites, get the purple globes, drive on. It does the build itself does enough damage, especially for 90s, that most of the trash you just kind of kill en route, or let the ricochets do the work. You just work through the map. Of course, the keeps here is some absolutely horrible map for trying to do stuff quickly. Goes right into another bad map. But I'm still gonna make good time on it. I kind of make it a point to pick up the health globes because I run the Blood Vengeance passive, which will also help restore hatred, discipline, all that stuff as well. It returns hatred along with your Carly's Point legendary ability. It's gonna help return some of that hatred too. Resource cost is probably one of the biggest concerns with this build, because if you kill stuff too fast, we're just gonna do one more, see if we can get a good map, just so we can baseline this NGO with Obsidian Ring and the Zodiac. The reason I'm using the NGO is for one, it has more base weapon damage than Carly's Point itself, and there's a lot of melee weapons that do. Echo and Fury has more possible base weapon damage. There's some variants with Echo and Fury out there. I didn't personally care for them. I think when you're running fire, I'd heard that the Echo and Fury helps the dot that the fire impales put on the mobs burn a little bit faster. So if it's burning, clearing, and then reapplying the dot a touch faster than with just Garley's point, I mean, it can see how it be a big difference maker, especially if you're running right on the cusp of, you know, clearing a minute 30, 100s, or you know, a minute 45. I guess it could save you a bit of time for each run. But it's alright. I like running the NG on with fire as well, but I really like running lightning. It seems to be the smoothest. It hits the most amount of enemies. With the ricochet rune on the Impale skill, I think it hits up to 5 nearby enemies. So you know, if you got a huge map that you can pull a big giant mob of all the monsters on the map, then like I think cold is probably hitting the most monsters per cast, but it just seems a bit situational for the cold damage. Okay, that one was I guess a minute 37, 47, minute 47. Not the best maps, but we're gonna go try this ThunderFury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. So on this, it's gonna send your lightning even further, and then I also want to, well, it's going to proc lightning, dealing 372% weapon damage as lightning, then jump to additional nearby enemies. Each enemy hit has their attack speed and movement speed reduced by 30% for 3 seconds. This can spread up to 5 targets. And I also want to run Weird Ward. Lightning damage has a 35% chance to stun for 1.5 seconds. And I think this is going to help trigger your Bane of the Trapped. And I think that the lightning that's being proc from ThunderFury is going to travel even further than the ricochet. So I want to find that out. We'll just dive in. Got that first impact pretty quick. So it seems to be doing significantly more damage than the Ingeon, so we might have to move up from 90 because I'm having a hard time keeping my hatred up. I mean, maybe we just weren't getting the mobs that were dropping globes, but it seems to just be flying through these. Maybe it was just a bad stretch of weak monsters there, or was it getting that second hit on the Impales to get the hatred returned? So not considerably faster than an Ingeon. So, let's do one more. it really gets after the elite packs. I mean, it takes them down so fast. And the NGM build was too, but it just seems to be ripping through them much quicker. This would be a pretty decent comparison. We had a similar map within the first couple of runs when we were doing the NGM version. And regardless, they're both super fast. This is the fastest one yet. Really small sample size. Just something I wanted to share real fast, get everyone's thoughts on it. And I'm definitely gonna do a lot more runs with this. Kind of test what we can do. If you're still here, thanks for hanging out. If you like this type of content, just theory crafting, trying new things, going outside of the box a little bit on what you can do with your different builds on your characters, and consider subscribing, supporting the channel, and hope to see you next time.